we're in the 21st century, right? And I know that the network marketing industry has been around for 50 years now, right? With some of the big boys that have played for a long time, and I know for me, one of the most attractive things was the team environment, the fact that you can help people, right? In my experience in small businesses, as a small business owner, I would love to be able to pay everybody in my company six-figure incomes, but it's just not realistic that I can do that in the structure of a brick and mortar, right? A small business. And you're talking about reaching down, and the more people you sow into, and the more people you develop, and you keep saying things like helping people, and the more people that I help. I mean, talk. You don't need to go over this briefly. I want you to go into this a little bit, and we'll conclude with this. But talk to me a little bit about network marketing and the industry, and where we're set up as it pertains to being now here in the 21st century with the power of the internet and Facebook, and there's a billion people, or more than a billion people just on Facebook alone. I mean, how does that change the paradigm of what we're trying to do here, right? Like with shipping being fulfilled and the internet, and just the ease of doing a network marketing business now versus a while ago. And just speak about, what do you mean when you say I'm helping all these people and then that's setting me free? And talk about network marketing a little bit, because obviously you've done everything there is to be do. Well, you're still out there doing more because you want to do more because it's a passion. But you've walked the walk. You've walked it out twice now, going on 3 times. So I can talk to people till they're blue in the face about this great industry and what it means to me, but what does it mean to you? Why are you still in the game, man?
Well, okay, now you're talking about something I'm like extremely passionate about.
That's why I wanted to close with it, man, because I knew.
So I think everybody in the world should be involved in network marketing, honestly. I've never not had success in network marketing. I've always had just off the chart success in the industry. And so I come back to, like, how come I've always been able to have such massive success where so many other people don't, right? And one of the main reasons is I didn't just come in here lackadaisically wanting to move some product. Like, I wanted to understand the industry, and I wanted to understand the dynamic of why this industry is over $120 billion a year strong, right? And growing significantly, right? By far one of the fastest growing industries in the world today. That alone should pique your interest. But within the fabric of that, a person can grow a business globally, right? Instead of just locally, right? So most traditional businesses, you have to have, that phone needs to ring, or you need to have foot traffic coming in with your sales, right? And most of the time your reach is only in your city or your county or a small portion of your state, right? In network marketing, you're able to enroll somebody in your city who enrolls somebody in another state, who enrolls somebody in New York, who enrolls somebody in Canada, and now you've pierced through the economy of your city, the economy of your state, even the economy of your country, right? So your income becomes less dependent on where you live, right? So you've been able to pierce through those different economies, and what that does, it does many things. One is it allows you to be very diversified. It allows you to earn income off of no matter where that person is geographically in the world, but it also allows you to live anywhere you want, right? Like, I live in a trophy place of Oregon where, most of the people are there, vacationing, and the economy's not so great there. Not a lot of commerce there, but people go there because they want to go skiing, they want to be able to have, their romance in the evening because there's such great restaurants and down by the river and some great place. Bend, Oregon, I love it. And
what Rick's trying to say is that Nutri pays about 1/16 of his mortgage, but he appreciates it.
right.
You just can't say it. I've seen the pictures.
But so I can live anywhere I want. I don't have to do market research to figure out where I need to go because I'm going to get paid every single week because I don't earn an income where I live, right? That's significant. Imagine your life that way right now, right? I mean, it's not about me. I'm trying to give you a message of what your life can be, right? What anybody's life can be through the power of this amazing industry. And so I didn't have to ask for anybody's permission to move, right? I don't take orders from anyone. I don't. If I could have it my way, everyone would be able to build their own life and build their own dream, and they wouldn't have to take orders from another human being, not ever, right? Because that to me is true freedom, right? You can do what you want, when you want, travel when you want, right? So that's part of the industry. But what's really caused the industry to explode is social media. And so let's just say I go back 30 years before we had, internet, and people had to hang out in strip malls and coffee shops and places where they do business.
Next to the washing machine at Sears, looking for a sharp guy.
All right. And meeting people face to face in order to bring them into their network marketing business, right? So now you have, like you said, 1 billion people on Facebook, right? So if you want to go where people are at, you get on Facebook, right? It's become almost a high touch relationship because you make friends or you see friends or people you grew up in high school and it may have been 5 or 10 years or longer since you saw them. And you go on their wall and you can see pictures of their family and what they're doing and even what they had for dinner last night, right? and so you can keep up with each other in such a strong way. You can watch videos, and so it becomes very social, right? And people want to know, so I wonder what so and so is doing now. Wow, their life looks really, really good. Like they look happy and prosperous and all of that. And you're talking to each other constantly and sharing what you're doing. And if it's better than what somebody else is doing and they're looking for something, then they want to know. They're intrigued. Like, what is this thing? What is this? How come you look great? Last time I saw you, you were 40 pounds, heavier. How did you lose 40 pounds, right? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm doing this thing called automatic body. It's amazing, right? Those kind of conversations go on all the time. I still get it every single day, 10 times a day, people reaching out and going, what is this thing that you're doing? And, how is it you've been able to do this and this and this, right? And it starts conversation because people feel like they've discovered you, right? And that's really, really important. When somebody feels like they've discovered you, then it's real easy for you to share what you're doing, right? Because people want to buy, but they don't want to be sold. And when your friends and family members and acquaintances think that your life is interesting or something that they desire to be like, it's real easy to get them into your business and then begin to help them to have the same lifestyle. So social media is formed, I would like to say, almost like a marriage between network marketing and social media, and it's caused it to just go into the stratosphere, right? So when I look at credibility, let's talk about credibility for a second. What was big for me, because I came out of real estate and investing, and I've read over 1,200 books on personal finance and personal growth, and just love it. I love learning, and it's crazy because I never read hardly any books in high school, but once I found something I was passionate about, I just couldn't stop reading. But when it comes to credibility, I had questions about the industry. I wanted to know, like, why should I do this? Everyone I seem to look at, is doing some cheesy little pitch and, corner me in the gym and won't stop talking about it. And I don't like those people, right? But when I saw that Warren Buffett owned 9 network marketing companies, and Time Warner has one, and Citibank has one, and Trump owns one, and Richard Branson's got one, those were people that I studied in life and studied in business, and they were financial giants. And knowing that they put their stamp of approval and they were building companies that were in that industry, that was like, okay, that's another reason for why I need to be peeking into that arena and finding out where the value is, right? Because if somebody's got something better than me, I'm not going to laugh at it. I'm not going to get jealous of it. I'm not going to mock it. I'm going to go get it, right? And so that's part of that vision that we talked about earlier, right? If somebody's got something better than you, go get it. You can do it. You don't have to make fun of them. You don't have to get all negative. All you have to do is go, seriously, your life has really changed. Like, I want what you have. How are you doing it, right? It's called humility, right? And humility will open up doors that would otherwise be closed. And so seeing that credibility, it made me want to go deeper and find out what makes it work, what makes it tick, and then discovering that it's one of the fastest growing industries in the world today. After just a few things that I just said, it's not hard to see why so many people are aligning themselves with it. And you know, when people go, oh, you're doing that network marketing thing, I'm like, yeah, why aren't you? Are you kidding me right now? This is where you need to be. I have something better than what you have, right? Like, I'm doing everything that I was born to do, and my life looks better than yours. And you know, that's something that anyone can do. Here's another thing. You don't have to have a degree to get very, very wealthy or to be prosperous in network marketing. I've seen people with absolutely no education at all do very, very well in this industry, 6 figures a year and higher, right? Because they had a good attitude and they liked helping people, and they discovered that they can change their life halfway through their life. And how many of you guys are out there that are going, I wish I could have a do-over. I wish somebody would just give me a do-over. I did the first half wrong. You know, I've done this and I've done that and I've done this. You know, network marketing is no respecter of persons, you know. It will do for one just the same way it does for another, and it's up to you to do that, to get up off the mat and do that. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how young you are. Like, it's not limited to anything. It gives everybody a shot to change their life, right? And you know what that means? It means the masses. It means the masses, and the masses mean you, right? That's you. And so if you're sitting there going, well, nobody will hire me because I'm too old, or nobody will hire me because, you know, I don't have a degree, or whatever it is, right? You could be paralyzed in a wheelchair out there, okay? I want to say that. You could be paralyzed in a wheelchair out there, and if you can communicate, you can build a very, very large organization, a very large business. You're not limited to having to walk or to be able to use your hands or anything. As long as you can communicate, you can change your life and your children's life. So I'm talking to every person out there that feels like they have no hope. Like, I want to talk to people that don't feel like they don't have hope right now, because there's an answer in this industry, and that's why it's going to get stronger and stronger and stronger, and why more and more people are waking up to it, all the way to the fact to where, you know, Harvard University is teaching the power of this industry, right? Yale, Princeton, Wharton School of Business, like the finest business schools in the world are teaching the power of network marketing for a reason, and there's no reason for you to be the last person to discover it. Right? There's a reason why your friend is so fired up that they keep calling you saying you need to be in this right now. The question you need to be asking is, why is my friend so fired up? Why is he so fired up about this, right? Instead of ignoring him, go to him and go, okay, I'm giving you 20 minutes to tell me why I need to be doing this, because on the 21st minute, I'm out. Right. Just give him that. Okay, because you know, some of them can't articulate how amazing this business is like other people. That's the purpose of this, you know, this video right now, right? But they understand the concept of it, right? They know that, man, you don't understand what I've seen. You need to come out to this. You need to see this event. You need to feel the culture. You need to see the type of people that we're aligning ourselves with. You need to see how I'm able to change my life, or how these people are able to change their life, and I'm not there yet, but I'm going to be there, right? You need to hear their stories until I have my own story, right? That's you right now. And I want to end with this, and I want to say, you know, I was heavily involved in real estate, heavily involved in investing, and during the real estate boom, and studied all these books on personal finance and all of that. And I thought that was the direction that my life was going to go. And somebody told me about network marketing, and in my mind it was like, are you kidding me? I don't want anything to do with network marketing, right? And so here's my point. So I've always done extremely well, right? 7-figure earner, 8 out of the 10 years that I've been doing this. I've always done it full time. Not everybody has to do that. I'm not saying that. Just saying I've always been able to do it full time. That should tell you something. And I'm out there in my real estate mindset, and somebody comes and interrupts my life and convinces me that, Rick, you're going to spend the rest of your life in network marketing and you're going to do amazing things. And you're going to help hundreds of thousands of people get very, very wealthy in this industry. And my mindset at that point is still real estate, right? And that interruption set me on the course that I'll do this for the rest of my life and impact people, communities, and nations for the rest of my life, right? So I know that there's hundreds of thousands of people out there that are still in that mindset like I was, right? I didn't know. Now I know. Like now I'm like, man, if I had known the power of network marketing, I would have done that right out of high school. I had done it as soon as I was 18 years old, right? But somebody had to come and interrupt my life and convince me, right? And so I want to say that to you. I want to say that to, the people that are recording this, right? And Troy, like there's a bunch of Rick Gutmans out there that are waiting for you to call them, right? To interrupt their life because they're a multi-million-dollar earner in the industry. They just don't know it yet, right? It's almost as if you know a bunch of baseball players and you got to call them and convince them that their calling is actually in football. Sell me on that, because that's where you're going to be doing for the rest of your life and you're going to be great at it, right? So I'm talking to those of you that are already in network marketing. You're already in Nutri, right? I'm out there waiting for you to call me, right? I'm out there as one of the top earners in the entire world. I'm waiting for you to call me. I just don't know that I'm supposed to be in network marketing yet, right? That should fire you up to get a person like me and have the boldness and not to be intimidated to go, look, you need to be doing this. You could be so, you don't understand what kind of a lifestyle you could have and how many people you can impact, right? Give me 45 minutes. Just give me 45 minutes to sell you on why you should be in this amazing industry that's taking off with or without you. Right? I want to say that to encourage every single person out there, because I'm waiting for your call, right?
Hey, what's your number?
Yeah.
I'm going to call you first.
Right. So the Kevin Biagis are out there, the Troy Roots are out there, the 6- and the 7-figure earners that are out there, right? They're not making that right now because they're in some other industry, but they're waiting for you to sell them on this and convince them why they need to be in this industry. And then once they get a hold of it, like now, I don't change my mind, I don't change the subject. Like I'm in this industry forever, right? For as long as I'm breathing, I'm in this industry. And I can't believe I'm actually saying this, because 10 years ago, I would have rather, I won't even tell you what I'd rather have been doing than do this. And now it's like, you can tell the way I speak that every part of my being lights up when I get a chance to share how fascinating this industry is and how many lives it's changing.
I'm super honored that you came by to talk to our group, and I really hope that this video finds people's hearts.
Yep,
finds people ready and open and willing to take the next step. So definitely get with the person that shot you this link, and we'd love to speak with you. And we'll see you guys on the inside. Thank you so much, Rick, for coming by.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Happy to be here.